Picture this. You walk into a massive warehouse-sized store. No salesperson approaches you. No one tries to upsell you. There isn't even anyone guiding your path. Yet by the time you reach the checkout line, your cart is full, your wallet is lighter, and somehow you feel oddly satisfied. Welcome to IKEA, a company that sells over 10 billion items every year across more than 60 countries, while employing far fewer staff per square foot than almost any major retailer. It sounds impossible until you understand the system behind it. Today, we're uncovering one of the most brilliantly engineered retail operations on the planet. This is Behind the Systems. Let's start with the IKEA paradox. In most businesses, growth requires more people. More sales staff, more delivery crews, more support teams. IKEA did the opposite. Their entire model is built on a radical concept. The customer does the work. You find the products yourself. You haul the boxes, you take them home, and you assemble the furniture. It's like if McDonald's asked you to grind your own beef, flip your own burger, and then thanked you for the experience. Yet IKEA makes this work, not by tricking you, but by designing every step around human psychology and industrial efficiency. Walking through an IKEA store isn't a casual shopping trip. It's more like entering a production line where you're the one being processed. The famous one-way layout, known internally as the long natural way, gently funnels you through every department. It's not just a maze, it's a behavioral engine. Studies show that around 60% of IKEA purchases are unplanned, and the layout ensures you encounter every opportunity to grab something new. The flow mirrors the logic of a factory. First comes inspiration, the staged showrooms that spark the "I want my home to look like this" feeling. Then the marketplace, where those ideas become smaller, impulse-friendly purchases. And finally, the warehouse, a huge self-service area where the raw product sits waiting for you. It's design, then components, then assembly. Only the assembly happens later, with an Allen wrench on your living room floor. A big part of IKEA's empire rests on a deceptively simple innovation: the flat pack. The story goes that founder Ingvar Kamprad watched an employee remove a table's legs so it would fit into a car. That tiny moment sparked a logistical revolution. A flat pack box takes up to 80% less space than pre-assembled furniture. That means more products per truck, fewer trucks on the road, and much lower storage costs. It's like compressing a giant file into a zip folder. Same content, dramatically smaller size. This approach allows IKEA to move millions of items with minimal human handling. Fewer workers, fewer touch points, and remarkable scalability. Then there's the self-service warehouse. Most retailers hide their stock in a back room, constantly restocked by employees. IKEA flips that model. Their inventory sits right in front of customers, stacked on industrial racks. Instead of employees fetching items for shoppers, customers fetch items for themselves. Because the entire environment is designed around that expectation, it feels completely natural. But the most fascinating part of the IKEA system happens after you leave the store. Behavioral economists discovered something called the IKEA Effect. It shows that people value products up to 65% more when they assemble them themselves. That may explain why the frustration of building a dresser somehow transforms into pride once it's finished. IKEA turns a potential weakness, the fact that customers must assemble everything, into an emotional attachment. After all, you don't just own the furniture, you built it. Now let's look at the numbers, because this system becomes even more impressive when you see how lean it actually is. A typical full-service furniture store in the United States employs roughly one worker for every 400 to 600 square feet of space. IKEA often operates with one employee per 1,500 to 2,000 square feet. That's 3 to 4 times fewer staff per unit of store space. Despite this, IKEA's productivity per employee is off the charts. The average American furniture store generates around $150,000 to $200,000 in revenue per employee each year. IKEA averages over $500,000 per employee, more than double the industry norm in many markets. And no, it's not because employees are sprinting through the aisles. It's because the system itself is doing the heavy lifting. The flat pack design, the one-way layout, the customer-driven warehouse. All of these eliminate the need for huge sales teams, massive stock crews, or in-house assembly staff. Customers are effectively performing those roles without ever realizing it.
This allows IKEA to scale into giant stores without the usual explosion in labor costs. They simply replicate the same efficient machine city after city, country after country. But behind everything is a global backbone of more than 1,000 suppliers across over 50 countries, all synchronized like a giant orchestra. IKEA standardizes its components to an almost obsessive degree. The same screws appear in dozens of products. Similar boards show up across multiple furniture lines. This standardization keeps costs predictable, production extremely fast, and logistics incredibly stable. It's a system that competitors can't easily copy because it's not just about furniture. It's about every piece of the ecosystem working in perfect harmony. So how does IKEA manage to sell 10 billion items a year with so few employees? By designing a system where customers naturally, willingly take on roles that other retailers must staff. You become the navigator, the warehouse picker, the delivery driver, and the assembler. And yet, thanks to the elegance of the design, you enjoy the experience. It's one of the greatest feats of retail engineering ever created, and most of it works so smoothly, we barely notice it. This has been Behind the Systems. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to learn more about the hidden mechanics shaping our world, don't forget to subscribe.